What is going on, everyone? We are back with another video, and this time we're talking about the version 2.1 livestream regarding Star Rail. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because there was one part of the livestream that really stood out to most people, and that's going to be when they showed Acheron and kind of her like little backstory, or it's kind of stuff we don't know. Now, the thing is, a lot of people are thinking this is going to be Raiden Mei from Honkai Impact 3rd, but that is completely untrue. I am here to explain why. As we all know, the games Honkai Impact 3rd, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail are all part of the Hoyoverse. So the term XP has been thrown around with these MiHoYo games, and honestly, it's true. There's a lot of characters that are based off other characters from different games. For example, Raiden Shogun is based off of Raiden Mei from Honkai Impact 3rd, Himiko and Himiko from Star Rail, and then they're just straight up XPs. But the complicated part is the people think that these universes, or should I say, all these games are under one universe, which is completely false. So for those of you who have not played Honkai Impact 3rd and your first game was Genshin, Impact, or Star Rail, you may not know about the imaginary tree. The imaginary tree is something that is very important to the plot of Honkai Impact 3rd and pretty much the plots of all these other games. So going into the lore for the imaginary tree, it is not important for this video, so we're going to skip it because that is a whole nother story. But the imaginary tree, like I said, is very important, and I'm going to read this real quick from the wiki. So it says right here, the tree has drank from the sea, endured an insumerable amount of time, and grown a numerical unit of 100 billion or 10 million of branches and leaves. During this seemingly endless time, a branch grew a new bud. This was the birth of human civilization. Time flows in the trunk of the imaginary tree and branches out into an infinity of worlds. Each branch is a form of civilization, while every bud is their past and present etched into the dimension of time. Each twig is a world line, and each leaf is a bubble universe. So for this video, we're going to be focusing on that last line where it says every leaf is its own bubble universe. And that's where Honkai Impact 3rd, Genshin Impact, Star Rail all come into play. So going back to the trailer, we see Acheron and she steps forward, and then we see there's a big dome that appears, and then what I assume is flashbacks are happening. And we see she's standing in the field of swords. It's gray. She has horns on her head. Now this is directly referencing Honkai Impact 3rd Raiden Mei, because this is the Hersher of Thunder. She has the horns, but this is not exactly the same Raiden Mei we know. And the reason for this is because this, I'm assuming, takes place after Nagazora. So the story about Nagazora is a little bit different because it happens before the events of Honkai Impact 3rd, the game. It's in the manga, and pretty much it's Kiana and Mei, like the city's getting destroyed, and I believe Kiana, like she wants to sacrifice herself, but in Honkai Impact 3rd, like it doesn't happen. Like we get the good ending, but Acheron, what it seems with this flashbacks and it's so dark, and you know she's just standing there by herself, I'm assuming is the bad ending. And the reason I say this is because when you first start Star Rail, Acheron asks you a few questions about being reminded about someone that she lost, or so she reminds the main character of someone, and that someone is most likely going to be Kiana, but not the Kiana from Honkai Impact 3rd, most likely the Kiana from Star Rail. So the thing about Hoyoverse games that I kind of like and kind of don't like, I'm kind of in the middle of it, is that they delve deep into the Sea of Quanta, bubble universes, bubble worlds, imaginary tree, alternative timelines. Like it's cool and all, but it complicates the series way too much. Like honestly, they've been doing a pretty good job because MiHoYo, like they're really knowledgeable when it comes to these type of stuff. Like they know where they want the story to go, they know what to reference, they know which characters to make XPs of or which ones to reference. Like they're doing a really good job that's pretty straightforward, and it makes sense when they finally reveal what they want to do with these characters. Because with Star Rail, they did it really smart. They took Welt from Honkai Impact 3rd. He's in Star Rail trying to save that world's Himiko because he sees that the space people are after this world's Himiko. For what reason, we have no idea, but he just knows that they're targeting her, so he goes to Star Rail in an attempt to save Himiko, which he couldn't do in Honkai Impact 3rd. So I want to reiterate what I said before. As many of you guys already know, these games are not in the same universe. Genshin Impact, Star Rail, Honkai Impact 3rd, they are not in the same universe at all. People think Star Rail, the train could go to Honkai Impact 3rd or go to Genshin. Honestly, no. the train is already just in that universe. If they wanted to go to Honkai Impact 3rd, Welts would have already taken them over there, which he hasn't. So most likely he does not know the way back. He did know the way to go to Star Rail, but he does not know the way back. So this kind of like more proof or more evidence of them being in different universes. The main focus here was honestly that I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying that this Raiden Mei from Honkai Impact 3rd, but honestly it makes no sense why Raiden Mei from Honkai Impact 3rd is in Star Rail because of all the stories that happened in Honkai Impact 3rd. Like this is not the same Raiden Mei. She has not been the same Raiden Mei since a long time. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. That was my quick little summary as to something I wanted to get off my chest for a hot minute now, because I cannot stand seeing these posts all over my Twitter, and I'm like, I gotta say something about it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to give me a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this video. If you guys liked it, if you guys don't like it, let me know down there. Let me know your theories about what this means. And in the description, we'll link to my Discord. Talk about anything Honkai, Genshin, Star Rail. We provide support. If you're new to Honkai Impact 3rd or Star Rail or Genshin, you need builds, we got you. We're in there. And as always, I'll catch you guys next video. Have a good one, guys.